And we are alive. Okay? We're alive. We are live and we are alive. We are all of these things combined. We're out here doing good stuff. All right. Controversial topic. Scamming. But coffee, I'm gonna have to move some wires around. Gotta get a coffee in. Otherwise, the brain just doesn't work. You know? All that brain rot from years of scrolling caught up to me. But saner heads prevail. Saner heads prevail. Okay? That's what we're talking about today. That's what we're talking about. What is the title? AI Insights from Indian Scammers, turning threats into opportunities. Okay? Turning threats into opportunities. You understand? What can we learn from Indian scammers, or just scammers in general? And why is that important? And how we can use that? How can we use that? It's an interesting question, right? How can we use something that's kind of just entirely negative and turn it into an opportunity for ourselves to profit from or to improve from? Right? How do we improve now? We've got issues. We've got scammers. We've got AI coming. Now you're about to have AI superpowered scammers. How does that affect you? And what is it that you can do to rectify that situation? Okay? Let's talk about it. First, we're going to go through all of the important information about what is out there now, what is out there currently that we should be looking at when it comes to scamming, right? And how you can take insight from it. What are the insights available, right? Okay, so let's get right into it. Day 20, we're going in hard, right? Daily streams, day 20, we've got 80 days left. We've got 80 days left. Hopefully not all at the same cafe, but who knows? If I'm too loud, they might kick me out, but we'll find a new cafe, and that's okay. All right? So, starting off, I've got my notes here. Deepfake technology. Deepfake technology. This is an obvious one. You're going to have AI voice cloning, and you're going to have video deepfakes, right? You're going to have voice cloning, so when you get on the phone, when you watch a video, it's going to sound like someone you should trust, right? It's going to sound like an authority figure. It's going to sound like maybe someone you know. It's going to be someone who doesn't even speak English, or at least very well. And he's going to go into ChatGPT. He's going to type in his own language, and he's going to, or she, they're going to get out a script, and they're going to get out a script, and then they're going to Say to ChatGPT, I am selling or I am doing this service. Please provide me a concise script that accurately presents bam, bam, bam message. And hold up, I just gotta pay for my coffee. All right, where are we? They're gonna provide ChatGPT with the necessary information to create the perfect information cake, right? And you're gonna bite in. You're gonna bite in, and it's gonna be delicious. And if you've seen that movie Thinner, written by Stephen King, um, you don't want to eat the cake. You don't want to eat the pie. There was a pie in that movie, right? You eat the pie, you get cursed. It's a cursed pie. You don't want that pie. Voice cloning, video deepfakes. It's not going to sound like the person who's trying to scam you. It's going to sound like someone you trust. Next, we're gonna speed through these as fast as we can. All right. Then we have phishing and spear phishing scams. Generally happening in emails and websites. You know, links that tell you, put your information here so we can do this and this task for you. Well, it's someone from Nigeria, it's someone from India, and they want your personal information. Right? You're going to have AI enhanced phishing emails. It's going to look real. There's going to be no spelling errors, right? You're going to go to ChatGPT as a scammer and you're going to put in, how do I make my, I'm having trouble, and people think my emails are scam-like. How do I make it more authentic? And ChatGPT is going to be like, oh, you're having trouble, are you? Seeming more authentic. Here's how you could do that. And then you're going to, your emails are all going to look the same. Because people with genuine businesses are going to be using the same kind of softwares. Because they want to write the best emails. And scammers are going to use the same kind of emails. Chatbots and social engineering. This is probably the most interesting one for me. Because while I was doing my research about this topic, I kind of had this come across me. And I'm like, wow, everybody likes chatbots now. Chatbots are the new thing. But what if you open up a website, maybe, you know, one of those fake, you know, clothes selling websites that are like totally a scam, right? You open a website, it's got a chatbot. Like, how can I help you? Sure. And it's ChatGPT, and it seems all real. And they're helping you out just the way a regular business would. And your money's gone now. And they have your information, they have your home address, they have everything they need to scare the crap out of you. Right? Social engineering. Right? They're going to get your personal information and they're going to use that against you. And you're going to be surprised. That was fake? That was fake? It can't be. Can't be fake. Not in a million years could that be fake. And then you're going to be apprehensive. And you're going to be apprehensive and you're not going to trust anything that comes your way without verification. And that's what happens. Okay? That's what happens. You don't know, then you become aware, and then you're apprehensive. And that's going to be every industry. That's going to be every industry. Okay? Next. Automated social media manipulation. Now, keep in mind that these scams already exist. These scams are already out there. Right? With the fake profile and the someone in Russia pretending to be a girl, and you know, pretending like they're in love or something. Well, now it's going to be a chatbot, and it's going to be AI generated, hyper realistic images, fake profiles. You know, you could scrape the internet for a bunch of profiles of very attractive women, create some very interesting images, and um, you just program ChatGPT or something to, or you program an agent to speak a certain way with a certain level of seduction, certain level of negging. You know, not entirely like I want your money, but more like, oh yeah, I'm just looking for, you know, and it's not. It's gonna seem real. It's gonna seem real. Coffee's too hot. I like my coffee kind of lukewarm. I'll be honest. I like my coffee a little bit colder. I don't like it piping hot. I like to drink it immediately. I like it a certain temperature. I want it all. Okay, I'm not going to finish that sentence. That's going to sound a little weird. Next, ransomware and malware. This is a little more technical, right? This is more of a technical scam problem. If you're writing ransomware and malware, right, you're creating a program, all right? You're writing ransomware, you're doing all that stuff. Ugh. And I remember it was years ago, I was probably in my early teens, when someone dropped like a malware all across like a certain operating system. I think it was all Windows computers. And yeah, someone just, they wanted a bunch of money to let go, or they were going to steal people's personal information or something like that. They were not going to let go of anyone's computers, and no, everyone's computers would be useless. And someone bought the domain or something like that, and removed all that code, and people were okay again. But imagine if you use ChatGPT, and you created essentially an airtight malware, right? AI-driven malware, intelligent ransomware that fixes itself, you know, and um, uh, and is aware of any sort of activity to try and remove it, and it'll solve itself, and it'll keep itself protected. It's a very real possibility. And you'll be at the mercy of whoever's trying to get your money, your personal information, your whatever. Romance and relationship scam. We kind of went into this, but okay, I kind of mixed two together. But the automated social media manipulation is more like you create fake profiles and automated messaging, and you come across as an authority figure. You gain people's trust, and it's just pictures of you, and you're messaging just like a real person, and it seems like a real person, and then you give away your information, and you're screwed. Romance and relationship scams. AI generated conversations, photos, and video manipulation to make it look like you're talking to the person you think you're talking to. Okay? Dangerous stuff, guys. Dangerous stuff. Employment and job scams. Employment and job scams. Fake job listing, interview bots talking to you about, you know, your personal information, asking you things. Give us your social security number, you know, things like that. We need your, what's the one in the UK? Um, something number, NI number, the national something number, national insurance number. Yeah, that's the one. We need your national insurance number. We need this. We need your address. And then suddenly they have a bunch of sensitive information about you, right? And it's bots. Technical support scams, that's already a thing, but with AI, you can really, you know, kind of They're more like super bots, right? Because it's not really the people themselves; it's the artificial intelligence, which is an amalgamation of, you know, a lot of extremely valuable information that can be concocted into a really good response. A really good response, depending on your prompt, and it'll seem real. It'll seem real. Another is fake news and misinformation. All right, this is gonna be a big one, and I think it already kind of is, but it's gonna like I said, these things already exist, right? But because they're done sloppily, and if you're not gullible, like generally people can see through them. You know, you can have content generations by 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 a bunch of fake created accounts using artificial intelligence. You can have a bunch of content, a bunch of fake stuff, and then you have a bunch of bots created by the same AI, hundreds, thousands of bots trying to increase engagement on certain posts, make it seem like certain information is real. And that's a problem. That's a problem. And you're going to believe things. You're going to believe things that aren't real, and you're going to make decisions based on that information. For example, let's say a new app comes out. You have a bunch of really reliable case studies, a bunch of people saying, yeah, this is a great app. And you're not going to just have like the thumbs up and like, good app, please install. It really helps me. You're going to have real, you know, paragraph long explanations on how the app works, and perhaps some minor defects. It's like, oh, but I hear they're going to fix that soon, and you know, I really like this company and the kind of work they're doing, and that's trouble. And you're going to download apps, and you're going to put in your sensitive information, and it's going to suck. Identity theft, data mining, artificial intelligence can scour the internet looking for any bit of information about you and create a kind of profile on you. And it can do that with information that's already out there, you know? And that's scary. Like right now, there's information out there about you that if an AI software got his hands on it, it would mess you up. It would mess you up. All right? So we've talked about all these issues, and these are all the things that you're at risk for. You're already at risk for, but you're more at risk once AI is in the mix. Right? You're more at risk now. So how do you mitigate that? And there's only a few ways, really, because AI is so powerful. You need to be aware. You need to be educated, and that's what we're doing. You need to be aware of what's possible. You need to be aware of who's out there, and you need to be educated on AI's usefulness, right? You need advanced security measures. Sooner or later, there's going to be a lot of companies out there that are going to be selling security measures to help you protect against AI. And there's stuff out there already. You want 2-factor, 3-factor, whatever, how many ever factor authentication. You want to change your passwords regularly, right? You don't want to just put your information out there. You have to have a verification process. You want to verify that the people you are giving your sensitive information to are the right people, and they're a trustworthy source, right? There are trustworthy people that you can give your information to for the reasons you're giving it to them. So, you know, if someone calls you up saying, you need to give us this information so that we can make a payment, call the company yourself. Call the company yourself. Make that happen yourself. Speak to a few people. Find the correct number, right, online. And search online forums for the number you've been called from. And never give anything to an unknown number. If you get called from an unknown number, don't trust it. You're from the government? Screw you. And they might be, but they shouldn't be calling you from an unknown number, right? Government agencies should not be contacting you anonymously. And best way to, of course, is monitor and report it to the relevant authorities. I don't know who that be. The cops, I guess. Report it. Get it down. Help. If you recognize it, report it. This is a scam. If you recognize it, support. Don't support it. Report it. The Indian scammer in me just came out. Right? Recognize it, and you make sure that it stays away. It's going. He is the wine of the believer. Talk more about live streaming. Right? We've been talking about that. We have all of these issues, right? These are the insights, right, from an Indian scammer. Note, I am not an Indian scammer. This is a joke. I am not a scammer. I'm just out here trying to help people with an engaging title. Okay? So, we've spoken about these insights. Now you know them. Now you know how to mitigate them. What now? Let's say you're a business, right? Let's say you're a business. You've just heard me. You're a CEO, you're a founder, you're whatever. You're high up in the business. You've got a lot of stake in this business. Let's say you're a stakeholder, an investor. You've just heard me list all these things. And you're like, well, deep fake, phishing, social media manipulation, investment financial scams. Oh, we didn't even talk about that. Oh, there's another one. Fake news, tech support scams, employment job scams, identity theft. All of these things are going to seem really real. And the reason these things worked in the past is because these things actually exist. So where people find value, people will try to subvert your intention and try to get your personal information to get money out of you, right? These things are real, but with ChatGPT, you have all the information at your disposal as a scammer to be completely authentic, right? In emails and video, on social media, right? And that's where all of business is done. That's where all of business is done. Emails, social media, video sales letters, websites, right? How are you going to trust a website now if it's not Google, YouTube, or like Amazon? How are you going to trust a website? And how are you going to make sure that people trust your website? How are they going to know that you're not a scammer, right? If it looks just as real as a scammer's. You see how that's an issue? It becomes a real issue real fast for new and emerging companies, right? If you're a company that's using these, it's not just the fact that your product's going to be good, or your product's going to be bad. People are going to be put off because they don't trust you. How can they know that you're providing the actual value that you're saying you're providing? And that's a problem. That's a problem. Because you want people to trust you. Business is based on trust. Okay? So, here we are. We're screwed. Okay? We're screwed. AI is here, taking our jobs. It's ruining our businesses, right? Marketing will become difficult, right? And I was watching the Lex Friedman podcast with Elon Musk. He was talking about how Larry Page wasn't concerned with security issues with AI. And think about that. The people creating artificial intelligence are not pro-human, they're pro-AI. They want it to be better and they don't care about the consequences. These are the consequences. You will lose your jobs and you will not be able to start a new business, right? And if your business is small, it's struggling already, right? Or it's a business that heavily relies on the previously mentioned avenues, metrics, whatever, you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer. So what now? What now? Okay? What are you going to do now? How do you build trust with your audience in a post-AI world? How do you build trust with your audience in a post-AI world? I'm going to make a banner. We're going to make it dramatic. Okay, here we go. And boom. Always be live streaming. That is the solution. You need to be constantly creating content that creates trust. And no content creates more trust than live streaming. I am here, I am real, and I'm providing real value, and I'm providing a real solution to a problem, right? That makes me immediately trustworthy, right? Consider that. I'm real, I'm presenting real arguments, I'm opening the floor up for you to comment so that you can discuss with me, and I'm here for feedback, right? I'm here, I'm live, and I'm not spending on ads. I'm here, I'm live, and I'm not spending on ads. I'm here, I'm live, and I'm not spending on ads, and I never will. At least not for this. Ads seem fun. I might want to try them at least once in my life, you know? But not for this. Not for this. This is a project of validation. Okay? Live streaming. You live stream. Live streaming builds trust. Every single aspect of your social media should be a funnel to your live streams, which you will do daily, and you will do it as much as you can, because this will be your entire sales funnel, right? You're going to be like, "What? I won't have time because I'm going to be working with this." No, this is your sales funnel. This is your sales funnel. So you got to grow a pair, put on your big boy pants, you got to click live, and you just got to keep going. Doesn't matter where you start. You could start from zero. You can not have a product. This is what it's about. This is what I'm here for. I'm going to get you from 0 to 1. And if you're already at 1, then 1 to 1 plus n. And n is a representation of all your hard work. 0 to 1 is a process, right? It's a tough one, but it is a real process that just works. You spend time on the screen and you look at a problem long enough, you get a solution, right? You do the research and you see what's possible and you find a solution. 0 to 1 is easy. It's really hard. You have to do a lot of work, but it's possible. if you just spend time on the screen, spend time on the live, you get from 0 to 1. That's just an effect of being on live stream. You have to have no distractions, right? This isn't about video games. This isn't about TikTok dances. This is about you and the camera and what you're interested in. You go from 0 to 1. 0 to 1 to 1 plus n. And n is how hard you are going to work on your solution and how good of a solution you can create, right? So, because once you've thought of a solution, you've got to then go create it, right? You have to do the hard work. Anyone who ever created a solution for anything had to work hard. So first, if you have nothing, start from 0, you go to 1, and then you go to 1 plus n. You create a solution, and then you work hard on that solution, and that n can be to infinity, depending on how much of a hard worker you are. And there's a reason why I've completely skipped over the scam aspects, right? Because let's say you're on live stream. Let's say you do an hour-long live stream every day. Maybe you do sometimes 2-hour-long live streams, 2 1-hour live streams, 3 live streams, 1 6-hour live stream, right? This is your day. You are going live. You will be going live. This is your daily, this is part of your work now. You are going live. You're a person who live streams. And you're building audience trust, right? AI cannot do this just yet. It can't leave. It can't leave for a pee midstream. It can't take a sip of coffee without looking completely ridiculous. It might be able to do it in like a 5-second video, but the general public is not. The general public does not have access to the kind of software that can generate hours and hours of daily AI-generated, completely realistic, without fault, audio, video, content, and then at the same time it's doing a bunch of computing to make sure it looks real, but also that it is creating a real problem and solution to build trust, right? Like the arguments I'm presenting, if you would like, I can provide evidence. I can talk about it. I see your questions. I'm gonna be able to talk about it for days, right? I'm a yapper. I'm a serial yapper. And I can keep going. Please ask me questions. AI can't do that, right? And it's certainly not gonna make any. It's certainly not gonna make any awful jokes, or maybe even really good jokes, or maybe even spicy jokes that are on kind of like the borderline of what's allowed on social media, on YouTube, and things like that. You know, obviously, I'm going to try not to make those jokes, but the way the voice moves, the sounds in the background. I'm at a cafe right now, right? I'm moving this. This is hard. This is incredibly difficult to replicate. And there may be one software in the world, right, in Sam Altman's basement that can do this, right? With enough processing power to do that, right? I'm not denying it. Maybe it exists. But you don't have it, and neither do scammers. You don't have it, and neither do scammers. And you can really tell when videos are fake. You can tell. Rarely do you get like a perfect mixture of mouth movement and audio that just sounds right. And it makes you think, wow, they can do that. But can they do that on a live stream for 6 hours straight? You maybe get like a picture that looks really real, or like a 6-second clip that looks really real. And at max, you might get like 30 seconds. But you're not going to be able to do this for 6 hours. You're not going to be able to do it for an hour every day for 100 days. Let's go, guys. We're doing it. Immediate authority, right? I'm here. I believe in what I'm talking about. and my arguments make sense, right? My arguments make sense. I'm not capping, as the kids would say. Not capping, right? I'm providing real insights that I have accumulated over my research the past 20 days, right? On and off the camera. I've been spending hours on this screen, reading books, researching, watching interviews, all of that. And I'm in my mind creating a solution for a problem. And when I get on a live stream, I am providing that solution to you, thereby building trust. Because you see that I'm a real person. My process is very real. I'm going to make mistakes. And I'm not overconfident like artificial intelligence, right? Well, I could be, but, if I say I'm unsure, I'll just say, I'm unsure about this, but I think this is it, and we're going to test that. AI might say, this is the answer. Actually, I've noticed that with ChatGPT. Oftentimes, you ask it something, and it'll give you a very direct, like, this is it, this is the answer, and then it's completely wrong. It's completely wrong. So AI is overconfident, and it's delusional. And especially with things it doesn't quite understand just yet. So, what you have is a perfect emerging market. It is an opportunity. How the fuck do you spell opportunity? I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna spell opportunity. Opportunity. That's how you spell opportunity. I don't care. Opportunity is here. That is not how you spell opportunity. Oh no, I'm being exposed. Knew it. The part I was worried about. Autocorrect has ruined me. Opportunity is here. If you're a business owner, you need to get on live streaming, right? And I'm here to teach you how. Click the live button. Click the live button. We're going to be testing out different methods of funneling more people to your live stream, but not just people. Like, you go to TikTok and the organic reach is really like, you really get organic reach on your content, but people are watching your content that don't really care about your content. Like, they don't care about what you're selling. They just want to see stuff. They're just scrolling. What's interesting? It's brain rot. It's mind numbing. It's mindless. We are discovering here ways of doing targeted attention hacking. Targeted attention hacking. We want people who align with us. We want people who think the way we do and realize that our problem is the same. The problem that I recognize, you are someone that sees it. And that's who I want watching my streams. And so we use targeted attention hacking to find the right people for our content, and we build an audience, and then we sell them the solution. All right? And if you're a business owner already, you have like an info business, please get on this. Please get on this. You want to be live streaming. Because we don't know how long this emergent market's going to last. And, you'll never worry about sites like YouTube and Google, right? Obviously, they're open to hacks and stuff, but so is everything. right? But you're never going to be worried about putting your email and your password into a YouTube login, right? Or a Google login, because these are companies that have built our trust over decades. You're going to put your password, you're going to put your bank information into Amazon, right? Because you trust Amazon. So build that trust now, because the old ways of gaining trust with your audience, with your customer, are dying because of artificial intelligence. And if you want to get a step ahead, get on live. You understand? Okay, that's been today's live. I'm almost finished with my coffee. It is now cold. I missed my golden opportunity, but that's okay. Missed my golden opportunity. See, I waited for the coffee to cool down when I should have had it hot, and the coffee got cold. Great metaphor. I'm good at this. Great metaphor. I love metaphors. This is a metaphor, guys. Have your coffee while it's hot. It's fresh coffee, guys. Get on live streams, build trust with your audience. Get instant feedback. Don't spend money on ads. The coffee is hot. Have some hot coffee. When it gets cold, it's going to be harder to stomach. It's going to be a tough swallow. You're going to be in a market that's closing or closed. You're going to try it, but then who knows when AI will be able to do that, right? And I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow, but maybe in a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years. Let's say 3 years, right? Because they're working really hard to make sure they're messing with your life as much as possible. Let's say 3 years, AI can now do this. For the past 3 years, starting today, you've spent your life on live streams every single day, building trust with your audience. You will become a legitimate brand, right? You'll become a legitimate brand that people trust. And it's the fastest way to build that kind of incredibly targeted audience in your niche. And you're just going to be, if your competitors aren't doing this, or if they're just making regular content, you're going to win. You're going to win. And that's what we want. We want our people to win, right? We want our people to win. We believe in this, and we're going to make it happen. Cool. All right. Enough of this yapathon, right? Scammers are here. We can learn from them. This is the solution. We are learning from scammers. They're telling us to stay away from this because they're going to come. Scammers can't do this. Scammers can't go live. Scammers want to go live. Scammers want to build trust. Scammers want your trust, but they can't go live. Why can't they go live? Why can't scammers go live? Because you have to be really authentic to build trust on a live. And a scammer can't do that. Because it's too much time investment. They might as well just create a real product. If you're scamming, you don't want to go live. It's too much exposure. And there you have it. We had our start, we had our middle, we have our end. Thank you for coming to the live. I heard call to actions are good, so. Comments? No comments today, but that's okay because we are going overdrive on content starting today. Okay? I have built a protocol using tons of research I've been doing on content, short form and otherwise. um, researching the psychology and application of attention hacking, but more specifically, my own creation, targeted attention hacking. We are going to be so good at this. We're going to be so good at this. And just watch and learn, guys. Just watch and learn. And we're going to make it. And we're going to do better than anyone who says no. That's not how you do this. And here's a quick homework before I go. I want you to notice how many people right now, and I've been noticing this, how many people are going live now that weren't going live before. Tony Robbins is going live. When I started formulating this thesis, kind of like mid me formulating it, I saw Tony Robbins go live on a YouTube channel, and it was his first live, and I joined in live, and I'm like, wow, Tony Robbins is coming into this. I really have something now, and it was his first live, so you know people are becoming aware of this. Tony Robbins is becoming aware of this. Gary Vee is going live. I see random fitness people going live on Instagram. I see everybody going live, and they're not just talking about video games that they're playing, or people like Aiden Ross, talking about OnlyFans models and I show speed and things like that, just doing random things. No, they're talking about real things. They're talking about fitness programs. They're talking about all sorts of interesting real-world problems that they're solving. You want to get in on that before it's too late, before the market closes, right? Once it's too saturated, nobody's going to think, oh, this guy's going live. Why is he going live? They're going to think, oh, another guy going live, right? Back in the days, people used to send emails like, ooh, I've been sent an email. Let me check what it is. Now people go, ugh, I've got 30 emails in the past hour. Delete, 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 delete. Half of it goes to the junk anyway. So subscribe, and good things happen. Right? Stay along for the journey, and good things will happen. Subscribe and good things happen. Get it? You understand? It's going to be great, guys. It's going to be great. And it's not only for businesses. This is very useful for businesses, right? Because they've got the resources to and to be honest, I'm discovering there's very little resources you actually need for this. And it's mostly just a protocol you have to follow, which I am creating. But a business won't have to worry about, I need a mic, I need this. They're just going to spend $1,000, buy a little bit of equipment. And, you're going to have a one-person business where a guy's just going live on his own for 6 hours, working on the product in the backside, dealing with fulfillment and whatnot. And if it's an info businesses, what's the fulfillment? Give me money, take the info, whatever. Right? And you're not going to have a sales process, because this is going to be your sales process. This is going to be your funnel. Right? This is all you need. You need to get on live. You need to build a community. Right? And good things happen. Okay? All right. This is cool. I'm glad we did this. So, subscribe. Be good. Do good things. Subscribe and good things happen. And I'll see you tomorrow.